right, good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. Yes, I am back at home today, and it is because the lovely state of Colorado got covered in snow. So we are having a snow day at Easter Seals, but we are still coming to you guys virtually. So it's kind of like at the beginning of our videos when I was doing this from home. It's hard to believe that when we first were doing these videos, we were still getting snow, and now we're back to snow. So, we're trucking right along, we're hanging in there. But I hope all of you are staying safe, staying warm. For anyone venturing out, be careful out there on those icy sidewalks. You know how Colorado is, it can get really slick. They don't always plow, so then the streets are all icy and cold. So just whatever you guys are doing, be safe out there. So, but yeah, we're still at it. We're gonna do our morning stretches this morning. We're gonna follow it up with some mindfulness, and we are going to chug right along, even in this snowy, cold winter wonderland. I personally think it's beautiful. I love it. I love when the snow falls. It's gorgeous. As long as we can stay inside and drink our hot tea and our hot cocoa and be warm and cozy, then it's not so bad, right? But you know how it is. We'll probably be back up in the 60s by the end of the week. That's just Colorado. So, just a good snowfall right before Halloween. It's exactly what we need. But yeah, I hope all of you guys are having a good Monday, and we'll move right ahead with it all. So, the quote for today is reflective of our snow day, and it says, "Kindness is like snow; it beautifies everything it covers." Kindness is like snow; it beautifies everything it covers. Right? And if you were up before the shovels and the plows came, right, you notice that there's always kind of a little bit of magic with that fresh snowfall. Everything it touches just has a little bit of a mysticalness to it and a beauty. And truthfully, that's what kindness does. And especially during these times, in this time in our world and this time in our life, a little kindness can go a long way. And a little kindness can really beautify any situation. It's not to say that we always all have to agree and the situation has to be perfect, but if you show up to it with a little bit of kindness and a little compassion and love in your heart, it generally can make that situation a little more peaceful, a little more graceful, and of course a little more beautiful. So yeah, I'm gonna offer that advice today, not only to stay warm and safe, but also continue to spread kindness. Let it touch every situation you encounter, and yeah, let it touch your heart first, so that it can spread out and touch others as well. So again, hopefully you guys stay safe and warm. We are doing our snow day live from my house once again, but we'll keep doing the same morning session. Let's get to our starting position. We'll get going with the stretches. Come along, guys. All right, and yes, I've got the Chicago Bears slippers back on because it is very cold in the house, and the Bears play tonight, and we're having a winning season. I mean, as a Bears fan, it doesn't get much better. And then yes, it's still Halloween coming up, so I have my Jack mug from Nightmare Before Christmas. So nothing like fresh fallen snow to accompany your Halloween mug. But that's where we're at today, and we'll run with it. So. All right, you guys, go ahead, come on to your starting position. I also have my handy dandy sheet that I left at work naturally because I wasn't actually certain we were going to get a snow day today. So I think at this point I have it memorized, but we'll just roll with the punches today. We'll see what happens. I do know though, we'll start as we always do. Come on to your beginning position, have your feet flat, knees bent, hips are heavy, rooted into the chair beneath you. Sit up nice and tall with a long spine. Relax the shoulders, and of course we'll begin as we always do with 3 deep breaths here. I invite you to close the eyes as we inhale through the nose, pull the breath in, exhale, open mouth, let the breath go. Inhale through the nose, belly fills, chest expands. Exhale. exhale, open mouth, let it go. Last one, deep breath in. And a slow breath out. Nice job, you guys. Go ahead, open those eyes. Come on back into the space that you're in. And we'll get going. So we'll start with our legs here, lower extremities. Go ahead, bring them straight out in front of you as best as you can. And then we're going to start by pointing and flexing the feet here. Good. So just taking the toes away from the body, back towards the body, and keep it moving. Nice job, you guys. As always, keep in mind, if you're unable to see physical motion in the body, I invite you to close the eyes and then see if you can watch as the body moves energetically. Right? Pairing the intention with the action, and of course, keeping that breath moving. Good. Smooth and steady with each inhale, each exhale. Couple more just like that with the feet. And when you're ready, go ahead, rest those heels down on the ground here. Keep the legs as long and straight as possible, but then you're going to flex the toes back in towards the body. Take a breath in as you sit up tall. And as you exhale, gently reach down in the direction of your feet here. Good. So just starting to sink gently into the stretch here. Notice what you feel on the back side of the legs. Seeing what sensation comes up in the calves or the hamstrings. And then continuing to breathe. Just allowing the breath to move smooth and steady here. No forcing. Release any tension or any holding. Nice job, you guys. Go ahead, take another deep breath in. And as you exhale, slowly, 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 come on back up to seated. Good job, you guys. Go ahead, bring your feet flat to the floor again. Have a bend in the knees. Come back to that starting position as we take a breath to reset. Inhale through the nose. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Awesome work, everyone. Okay, we are going to get into our inner thighs here, so our hip adductors. We're going to do that by drawing our knees in opposite directions. So just gently pulling the thighs away from one another. And then you can continue to use the muscles of the legs and the hips, or if available, using a hand, maybe a forearm, to gently push those legs further apart. Good, and then again, coming back to the breath, relaxing any tension in the shoulders, let go of any holding in the jaw. Good, and then just continue breathing. Feeling a gentle stretch in the inner thighs here, allowing the body to soften, let the muscles relax. Good, go ahead, take another inhale. And exhale, slowly come on back up to seated. Draw those knees together. Nice job, you guys. We'll take a breath here to reset. Inhale through the nose. Open mouth, exhale. Awesome, so good. All right, come on back to that starting position. We're going to have our feet flat, hips heavy. Sit up nice and tall. We're going to get into the back side of our hips here. So take a breath in, sit up, lengthen the spine, and then we'll bring our right knee up into the torso here, gently squeezing it into the chest. Good, just breathing into the back side of the right hip. And now you can stay here or bring this leg over the opposite. And just notice what you feel. Notice if maybe the sensation changed, maybe if there's a different stretch, maybe there's no difference at all. That's okay. Just continue breathing, giving yourself that space to feel and observe. Nice job, you guys. Go ahead, take another inhale here. And as you exhale, softly release. Let that leg go. Awesome work. All right, we'll switch sides. So once more, sit up tall, lengthen through the spine. And then we'll bring our left knee up into the body here. Gently squeezing it into the belly, up into the chest. And now you can continue to breathe here into the left side of the hip, either staying in this position or bringing this leg over the opposite one. And then once again, just noticing. Noticing what you feel in the body. Notice what stretch is coming up. What sensations arise. And just continuing to breathe. Relax the shoulders, relax the jaw. Letting everything be smooth and steady here. Good. Go ahead, take another inhale. And exhale. Slowly release. Let that leg go. Nice job, you guys. Let's take a breath here to reset. Inhale through the nose. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Awesome work. All right, I think that does it for our legs, if I am remembering correctly. And then we'll go ahead and get into our spine here. So come on to the starting position. Have your feet flat. Hips are rooting down. Feel your torso lengthen up here. Take a breath in. And as you breathe out, gently twist over to the right. Good. Now you can bring your hands to a position of your choice. Maybe the leg. Maybe there's a spot on the chair. And then just continue to breathe. Create length and space as you inhale. Sit up tall. And as you exhale, gently deepen that twist. Maybe bring the gaze over the right shoulder. Good. And just continue moving the breath, smooth and steady. Nice job, you guys. As you're ready, take another deep breath in. And exhale, slowly release. Come on back towards center. Nice job, you guys. Let's go ahead and we'll switch sides. So once more, sit up tall, breathe in. And as you breathe out, gently twist over to the left. Good. Again, bringing the hands to a grip of your choice, wherever it feels comfortable and stable. And then continue to breathe. Sit up nice and tall as you inhale. Maybe twist a little deeper as you exhale. Good. Continue moving the breath smooth and steady. Perhaps the gaze comes over the left shoulder. Nice job, you guys. Go ahead, take another inhale here. And as you exhale, slowly release. Come on back through center. Good. Let's take a breath here to reset. Inhale through the nose. Open mouth. Exhale. Let it go. Nice job, you guys. All right. We are now going to get into our low back here. So keeping our feet exactly where they're at, we're going to round forward. Bring your hands down towards your feet. And then just start to allow the low back to open up here. Muscles of the lumbar spine slowly stretching open. Softening around the bone. Now, if it feels okay, you can continue to release the weight of the head down towards the floor. Just relaxing the whole weight of the body forward. If there's any compression or restriction on the breath, though, just back off a little bit. You can still get a good stretch in the low back here. And wherever you're at, continue breathing. Smooth breath in. Slow breath out. Nice job, you guys. Continue to allow the body to relax. Tissue softening, muscle stretching. Go ahead, take another inhale here. And as you exhale, slowly, 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 come on back up towards seated. Good. Give yourself a moment here. Let your blood pressure settle. Bring the spine back in line. Go ahead, take a soft breath in. And a soft breath out. Nice work, you guys. You're doing so, so good. All right, we are going to get into the front of the body here. So coming to that starting position, feet are flat, spine is long, take a breath in, and then gently start to squeeze the shoulder blades towards one another here. Just opening up across the chest, allowing the collarbone to broaden. Now a couple options. If your chair is low enough, you can take your spine up and over. The chair I have at home is a little higher, so I'm just going to push my shoulders directly into the back of it, and then I'm going to pull my heart and pull my belly forward. So I'm still getting a broadening all through the front body here. Maybe arms come to either side. And then perhaps the gaze lifts just gently up towards the ceiling. Make sure not to restrict anything in the back of the head here. You want to keep that blood flow going. And then continue breathing. Breathing into the abdomen, breathing into the chest, the pec muscles, all the tissues around the neck and throat. Good. Feeling a nice expansion with every inhale and a softening with every exhale. Nice job, you guys. Continue moving the breath here, slow and steady. Good. When you're ready, take another breath in. And as you exhale, come on back up to seated. Nice work, you guys. All right, we'll take a breath here to reset. Inhale through the nose. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Nice work. All right, let's see, we did the spine. Okay, so now we're moving into our arms here. You really would think after like 8 or 9 months I would just be automatic and have it remembered, but I always relied on the paper, so this is a challenge, right? This is a challenge to remember and tune into where we're at. All right, let's go ahead and get into stretching our shoulders here, getting into our upper extremities. So come on back to that starting position, have your feet flat, feel the spine nice and long, sit up tall, and then we've got a couple options with our hands here. We can take our fingers in between one another, we can cup them over one another, you can use the strength of one hand to support the other, or you can do all of this with one arm. So wherever you're at, continue breathing, bring the hand grip of your choice, feel your hips heavy, and then as you breathe in, gently begin to lift those arms up and away from the body. Good. Now keep in mind, maybe your hands are over your head, right? If this is available to you, just make sure there's no pinching or any pain in the shoulders. If there's any kind of pain or forcing, just back off a little bit, right? This whole range is considered flexion. So wherever that stretches for you, just honor that, right? You'll know as soon as you start to take those hands up and away from the body, you'll feel it if you listen. So then just honor the body. Listen to what it tells you and adjust your stretch accordingly. Keep the breath moving, smooth and steady. Nice job, you guys. If it feels okay in your body, you can continue trying to reach a little further. Or maybe if what you need is to back off, you just go a little lower. Only you know, but keep the breath moving. Wherever you're at, take another inhale. And then as you exhale, slowly, slowly lower those arms down. Nice job, you guys. Allow the shoulders to be heavy once again. We'll take a breath here to reset. Inhale through the nose. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Nice work. All right, we are going to get into our scapular glides. So I am back at home without a table, right? And this one's a little too low. So if you have a table or a flat surface available, I recommend placing your hands on top of it. It's just going to help support the arms as you slide them away from the body. Now, the goal here is just to get a little motion in the shoulder blade. So if you don't have that table, you can pretend like I am. And then we're just gently drawing those hands up and away from the torso here. Now, if you need to feel the difference, you can pull the shoulder blades in towards one another, right? Squeezing them on the back side of the body, and then pull them away from each other, moving them to opposite sides of the rib cage. Good, so just continue moving the breath here, smooth and steady as you reach those hands a little further, drawing the shoulder blades up and around the torso. Nice job, you guys. Continue moving the breath here. Take another inhale as you reach those hands a little further. And then exhale slowly, slowly. Come on back up to seated. Nice job, you guys. Doing so, so good. I'll go ahead. Come on, face you once more. Let's take a breath here to reset. Inhale through the nose. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Awesome job. All right, let's see. Now we're going to get into the back of our arms here. So once more, come to that starting position. Feel the lower half of your body heavy, rooting towards the floor. Lengthen from the hips to the head. Take a breath in. And then we'll begin with our right arm, reaching it up and across the torso here. Good. Now a couple options. Option one is just reaching that hand away from you. Option two, you can bring your hand to the other shoulder. Just give it a gentle tug. Notice what you feel on the backside of the right arm. And then option three, if available, using your free hand to gently pull the other arm across the torso. Good. And then, of course, come back to the breath. If there's any forcing or pain, back off a little bit. And then just continue to soften, allowing the muscles to ease into the stretch, opening up the body here. Nice job, you guys. Go ahead, take another breath in. And as you exhale, slowly release that arm. Let it go. Nice work, you guys. We'll go ahead and switch sides once more. Sit up tall, breathe in. And then we'll bring our left arm up and across. So again, a couple options here. One is just reaching that hand away from you. Two is bringing your hand to this other shoulder. Three, if available, using your free hand to gently pull that arm across the torso again. Good, and then again, just easing into it here. There shouldn't be any pain or any forcing. Make sure the shoulders are relaxed, the jaw's relaxed, and then just continue to breathe into the stretch, feeling into that sensation. Nice job, you guys. Go ahead, take another inhale here. And as you exhale, slowly release, let that go. Awesome work. Let's take a breath here to reset. Inhale through the nose. Open mouth, exhale, let it all go. Nice work. Okay, I think, we made it to shoulder rolls. I don't always remember. There's a few times I've forgotten, but I don't like when I forget because it's my favorite part. So we're going to bring our shoulders up to our ears and then back down again. Roll them up to your ears and then back down. Good. Just letting this feel nice and juicy in your upper body here. Kind of like a mini massage, releasing any tension. Make sure to go forwards as well as backwards. Good. Maybe even going side to side here. Continue moving the breath. Nice job, you guys. Whatever feels best in your body, just releasing any last bit of tension in the neck and the shoulders. Good. All right. Come on back to center here. Sit up nice and tall. We'll return to that starting position. So have your feet flat. Hips are heavy. Take the spine long. Take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, gently drop the right ear down to the right shoulder. Good. If it feels okay in your body, you can close the eyes. And then just allow everything to soften. Releasing the weight of the head over towards the floor as your shoulders get heavy. Breathing into the left side of your neck, allowing the muscles to soften, melting around the bone. And just continue moving the breath. Softly in, softly out. Releasing any bit of tension with every breath out. Nice job, you guys. Go ahead, take another breath in. And as you exhale, slowly come on back through center. Good. We'll go ahead and switch sides. So once more, sit up tall, take an inhale. And as you exhale, gently drop the left ear down to the left shoulder. Once again, closing the eyes if that feels good in your body. And then just letting everything soften. Allow the shoulders to relax. Allow gravity to draw the weight of your head over towards the floor. And then continue to breathe. Breathing into the right side of the neck this time. Watching and feeling as the muscles soften. Tissue gently stretching away from itself. Relaxing a little more with every cycle of breath. Nice job, you guys. Go ahead, take another inhale here. And as you exhale, slowly release the chin down towards the chest. And then just start to make small circles with the head and the neck. Allowing the stretch to move through all corners of the cervical spine. Releasing any tension, releasing any holding. Make sure to go both directions. Reversing the rotation. Evening out the stretch. And then just continuing to breathe. Breathing into sensation. Breathing into this moment. As you're ready, go ahead, bring that spine back in line. Bring the head up over your shoulders. Once more, return to the starting position. Have your feet flat, knees bent. Hips are heavy, rooting into the chair beneath you. Sit up nice and tall as you lengthen the spine. Relax the shoulders, and we'll finish just as we started with 3 deep breaths. I invite you once more to close the eyes as we inhale through the nose. Pull the breath in. Exhale, open mouth, let the breath go. Inhale through the nose, belly fills, chest expands. Exhale, open mouth, let it all go. Last one, deep breath in. And a slow breath out. Nice job, you guys. Go ahead, open those eyes back up. Come on into the room that you're in or the space that you're in, and that ends our stretches for today. So thank you all to all of you. Pretty much everyone's virtual today, so I appreciate you guys all tuning in and joining. Thank you very much. We will get set up for mindfulness. We're still going to go ahead with that, so if you hold tight, give me a second to set up and I'll be right with you. Thanks. All right, you guys. Let's hold tight 1 second. I'm on a different computer and I'm back at home, so it's a little bit of a different setup, but I think we can elevate this slightly. There we go. The joys of having yoga blocks in your office, right? All right, just added a little height. Okay, so how are you guys doing? Are you staying warm? Hopefully so. Let's see, who do we have out there? Steve, hello, good morning. No, we are not at Easter Seals today. It is an official snow day, so we are doing all of our programming virtually. And just a reminder for any of you guys that are out there watching right now, obviously we're doing this video right now, and we will be back this afternoon at 1:30. So we're still plowing ahead with all of our online classes, so make sure you guys tune in. We love connecting as always. So who else? Mr. Robert and Miss Vivian. Hello, you guys. So good to see you. Thanks for joining. And yeah, I hope all of you guys are staying warm. I forgot how chilly my office can be when the winter comes. So thank goodness I have my bear slippers on. I've got my cozy turtleneck on, and I'm still a little chilly. But you know, that's what happens when it's like 10 degrees out there, which I think it is. But also, if you didn't see it before, this is my Nightmare Before Christmas mug, because Halloween is approaching despite the weather out there. So when I'm at home in October, this is what I'm drinking coffee or tea out of. So today the tea is trying to keep me warm here because it's cold. So let's go ahead and get set up here. I think I have everything on my phone today because, again, I did not expect, I knew weather was coming, but I didn't truly think we'd have a snow day. I should have known better. But I'm just getting all of my stuff set up here. So, okay. We are going to be doing our morning mindfulness this morning. And the practice that we're going to do is the one where we focus solely on the breath. And the name of this practice, I think I've shared with you guys before, but it's called Just One Breath. And the word just is always a little loaded there, right? Because the idea behind this practice is simple and straightforward, but the actual act of the practice isn't always as easy. And we know that. It's why it's all called a practice. It's why we do it every day. It's why we give ourselves a little grace and compassion when doing this practice, because it's not easy. But the intention here is that we are simply going to focus on our breath. So as always, I will guide you guys both in and out of it. We'll continue to have the timer. We'll hear 2 bells. One will indicate that our time has started, and one will indicate that we have finished. And really what you do with that time in between is entirely up to you. What I'm going to offer, though, is that you start to bring your attention and your focus inside and watch the breath. And I know for some people, I've talked with our participants, and it's not so easy, right? Like, what does that mean, watch the breath? So it's a practice of visualization or of feeling and sensing, right? So it can be one or the other, however it resonates with you. But the idea is to truly either see or feel each individual inhale as it comes into the body. Notice how your body reacts, notice what it does, and then see or feel as it turns into the exhale and leaves the body, right? So you can either close your eyes and truly visualize air flowing in and out of you, or you can sense into your physical being, noticing what happens when the breath first comes in and then when it leaves, right? So just a few tips with that. But again, I will offer guidance all throughout. And the goal here is just to give ourselves a little bit of rest from all the mental chatter, right? Our brains are super powerful and they are capable of so much, but sometimes we need to give them a little bit of a rest, and we don't want to get stuck up here in that mental chatter too much. So by focusing on the breath, it helps us get out of our minds and into our bodies, which helps us focus on what's happening right here in this moment, right? Coming into the present. So hopefully that resonates with you guys. If that went in one ear and went out the other, that's okay. Just take the next several minutes to breathe and have a little bit of moment of relaxation. But wherever you're at, go ahead, come to a nice, comfortable seat. Just start to settle in. For everyone at home now today, if you want to lie down, if that's safe and comfortable, you can do that practice that way. Otherwise, just find a comfortable seat in your chair. Let your body feel heavy. Let everything relax. So once again, I invite you for the next several minutes to simply arrive. Allow yourself to come into this space, come into this moment without any expectations, without any judgment. Let go of any worries or fears. See if you can let go of yesterday and try not to think about tomorrow. Instead, come into this moment. Come to right now, today. If you haven't already, I invite you to close your eyes. Close your eyes, or at least soften the gaze. And allow your attention, allow your focus to all turn inward. Letting go of the external distractions, putting down the mental chatter that occupies the headspace, releasing anything that's taking you away from this moment. And with your eyes closed, see if you can see yourself. Visualizing, imagining, using the mind's eye, however you describe it. Allow yourself to observe yourself. Seeing you as you are in this moment. From head to toe, front to back, side to side, and inside to out. Seeing, feeling, sensing your entire being, physical and energetic bodies. Allow yourself to acknowledge yourself in your entirety, in this moment, right here, right now. Take a soft breath in, and a soft breath out. Take a soft breath in, and a soft breath out. When you're ready, start to bring all of your awareness, all of your attention to your breath. keeping your eyes closed and starting to feel, starting to see, starting to sense the breath as it enters into your body and then as it exits your body. Starting to watch each cycle of breath as it starts as an inhale, enters in, fills your being, expanding your physical form, lighting up your energetic form, and then watch as it transforms into the exhale, leaving the way it came, body softening and relaxing as it leaves. And then repeat. Observing the inhale, body filling, energy expanding, and then watch the exhale. Form relaxing, energy softening. And continue. Watching the inhale, watching the exhale, watching the inhale, watching the exhale. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Continuing to breathe in this way, trying to focus solely on the breath. And know that at any point, if your mind wanders, if you get distracted, when you get distracted, that's okay. Allow yourself to notice. Maybe notice where the brain went. Notice where your thoughts wandered to. Acknowledge them for a brief moment. But then give yourself permission to come back. Come back to the breath. Come back to this moment. Watching the inhale. Watching the exhale. Watching the inhale. Watching the exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. If you need a more concrete point of focus, if you're having a hard time seeing the breath or visualizing the breath, I invite you to find a spot on your body, a place within your physical being where you can feel the breath, where you get touched by the breath. Maybe it's your nostrils, sensing the air rushing with the inhale and the exhale. Maybe it's the back of the throat, feeling the warm passing of each breath in and each breath out. Maybe it's the chest, feeling the ribs expand, feeling the lungs balloon, and then watching them soften. Maybe it's the low belly. Maybe you even place your hand right over the belly button and feel it push out with the inhale, and then feel it sink back in with the exhale. Wherever this spot is for you, bring your attention there. Allow yourself to focus on that point where you can feel the breath, where you can sense every time it comes into the body, and then every time it leaves the body. Keeping your focus right there, letting that spot be your anchor, securing you in this moment, attaching you to each cycle of breath as you breathe in and as you breathe out. As you breathe in, as you breathe out. There's no right or wrong. Wherever this spot is for you, let it be your anchor. Let it secure you to this moment. Just as the anchor steadies a ship in a storm, allow your breath to steady your mind. Knowing that at any point, if the thoughts wander, if you get distracted, when the storm of mental chatter tries to take over, come back to the breath. Let it anchor you to this moment by watching the breath in and watching the breath out. Feeling the breath in, feeling the breath out. Sensing the breath in, sensing the breath out. Breath in, breath out. Breath in, breath out. Continue moving the breath, breathing in this way, focusing on this moment, right here, right now. That's okay. Notice it, acknowledge it, but then let it go, and then come back. Come back to the breath, come back to your anchor point, come back to this moment. And then when you're ready, if you haven't already, refocus on each cycle of breath. And just start with one. See if you can watch. Watch as the inhale travels in, filling the body, expanding your being. And then see it as it transforms into the exhale, reversing direction, leaving the body. And then back to the inhale, filling up, expanding, and then changing into the exhale, exiting the body, form softening. If you're able to focus on one complete cycle, try for 2. If you can watch for 2, observe for 3. If you can see and feel 3, go for 4. And then just keep going. Without interruption, without distraction, focusing on each breath in and each breath out. Each breath in and each breath out. Knowing that at any point, if you get distracted or the mind wanders, you can always come back. You can return to the breath, return to this moment, and start again. As long as the breath is moving, infinite amount of opportunities to reconnect. Come back to this moment. Come back to your anchor. Re-steady the mind by watching the breath in and watching the breath out. Watching the breath in, watching the breath out. Coming into the final few minutes of our practice, continue breathing in this way, observing the inhale, observing the exhale. I will let go of my verbal guidance and continue to breathe with you. We'll hear one final bell indicating that our practice is over. And until then, just continue to breathe. Watching and feeling every breath in and every breath out. Every breath in, every breath out. Every breath in and every breath out. Take a soft breath in. And a soft breath out. Allow yourself to release any focus, any anchor points. And just start to feel back into your entire body, your entire being. If you wish to stay here, breathing, focusing on the breath, by all means, please do. Otherwise, as you're ready, when you're ready, softly, blink the eyes back open. Come on back into the space that you're in. Maybe take a couple of deep breaths with eyes open. As always, thank you guys so much for continuing to show up, participating, being present, even when we're not together, even on a cold snow day. We love being able to connect with all of you, practice with you, and share this with you. So we miss you guys today. We'll be back tomorrow. Hopefully it's a little less chilly and the sun comes back out. We will be back again this afternoon at 1:30 for a round of rehabilitative strengthening. If you want to move a little bit more, create some heat, that class focuses on strength and endurance, a little bit more upbeat. Otherwise, we will be back again tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock, hopefully live from Easter Seals. Either way, we hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Stay safe, stay warm, and as always, continue to take care of yourselves and take care of each other. Thanks so much.